Hello, I'm back. I am getting ready to do a negative space paint with a flip cup in there. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get my flip cup, and I'm going to use a small amount because I'm doing a 10 by 10 canvas. It has push pins in it already. And this time there's no silicone in any of the paints. I'm only going to use the blaster silicone in the cup as a couple sprays. One now. And then we're going to start. It's going to be pretty pretty bright, just 4 bright colors. Not unusual for me to do just that. Putting a nice layer of the unbleached titanium, which is what I'm going to use as my negative space. Have to spray it over here. I got things over there that I don't want. Shouldn't have done it the first time, but they're protected pretty much, but still. I've kind of come to discover my favorite blue is phthalo blue. It is such a beautiful color. And I love it with the greens and magentas. So that's what we're doing tonight. As the news is going in the background about Harvey. That's such a shame. Hope anybody that's watching, if you're watching this, you know my heart is with you. Oh, I'm hoping I got enough of the unbleached. I may have to mix more. If I do, I'll put you on hold. Anyway, so we're turning this upside down right now. And then I'm going to put it in all over the canvas. And somebody comes in the door and I'm recording so they know. Don't get him wound up. We have a dog that's really excited when somebody comes in, especially if it's somebody he loves, and it's my son. So this dog just is in love with him. He's like our dog, but it's actually a good friend's dog. You can't get him on there right now, I don't think. Get him over here. There he is. Don't you lick the painting.
Good boy. Come on, get down now.
And that was my son.
Get down. Go.
He's been on another video.
Chop, 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 chop.
My dog's trotting along behind him. She's like, you didn't put me on it. Yeah, she doesn't let anybody pick her up. She does not like to be picked up. It's a struggle, and sometimes she ends up getting hurt. She's an older dog. So now that I have this pretty much spread, I have not got the sides done, but I'll cover those in a little bit. And if I have to paint them with the stuff later, actually I should do it so that they get take a covered at least a little bit to help draw the paint as it comes to the edge. And I'm going to be close on this. Wow. Did I call it or did I call it? That I might be tight. And if I have another, last night I did, I didn't record it, but one of the paintings I painted, or I poured, I loved it. Just loved it. And the next thing you knew, came in this morning, looked at it, and there was a flipping mosquito in it. I'm like, how did we get a mosquito in the house? But we did. So, trying to get it out, I had this major oops called turning it, it flipped out of my hands and smeared the whole thing. So I scraped it and then promptly re-poured over that. And later on, I put some gesso on it and stuff, so I re-poured it to get earlier tonight. I had a couple things I was doing that I couldn't video, but I was able to pour. So, okay, so I've let this all drain, got this covered, and I'm going to come up this way a little bit and then pull it back and start bringing it around. Oh, there's plenty of paint. That's what I thought I might have put too much in there, but that's okay. May not end up in a full, as much of a negative space as I do. Oh, wow. This is pretty cool. Love the cells. That blaster silicone's kind of cool. Not done it this way before. Well, before this week. I never used blaster silicone. I always used treadmill silicone, but I like what it's doing. And all I'm doing right now is I just want it off these corners. I just want a diagonal, and I'll help it with some other stuff. Wow, this is cool. I'll torch it, see if I can get some more. Oh yeah. Also trying to get some of the bubbles out of it before I start doing other things. This, wow, I love these colors. Oh, this one's how. Maybe this will be my redemption. Will be redeem the situation from last night. Who knows? Where do I want to start this next process? I think I'll start here. This is kind of dark. I don't want it being this dark, so I'm going to pull just a little bit this over here and then pull it out and over this way. Ah, that was nice. I also got some butcher paper I'd ordered, so I no longer, people don't have to look at that nasty table. And oh, I don't think you can see it, but right here, let me move this over, right here, the colors in those cells. Love that. Now, not like what I just wiped out. You can't see that either. Okay, we're going to pull this because I'm not so wild about it. Let's do it this way. Pull into it this way and over the edge a little bit. Trying to keep my corners covered as it runs off the corners over here. A torch where I just spread it over here. Here I am getting quiet again because I'm concentrating. Some of this stuff that's happening on this paper, I may really begin to like this freezer paper. I'm hoping that I can do something with the leftover drips this way too. Who knows? Okay, so now I'm going to turn this a little bit and play some more. God bless the apron. I'm not sure I like in here either. Yeah, got cover back over here on the back side. I was afraid it didn't get covered very well while I couldn't see it. But it'll get covered, even if I have to later on use just a little bit of titanium white and paint over the edges there where it's bare. I've got a few paintings I've had to do that on that I had it covered, but then while it dried, I discovered it didn't stay that way. So I'm going to torch here just to make sure, because it looks like there's some stuff coming up. And some bubbles. Bubble, toil and trouble. Okay, so I get a little weird. Where's my bottle? Add just a tad here at the edge, and then pull it in and back out a little bit. Break up those colors just a tad. Should I get rid of the bubbles that are probably created by that? That's better. Now then, you get to sit here and listen to nothing while I hit myself little wispies, little tendrils. Like right here, we're going to add one. If I can find the right shade, here we go. We'll continue one that's already here. And another one. Let's see if I can find the right color. Maybe we'll use this color here. This is the fun part to me, taking what's been given to me by the poor gods, which I see something I'm going to probably have to do, but something with. I'm going to watch it here for a few minutes. Ah, that helped. Hopefully those continue to grow, because I wasn't wild about what was going on in that section right there. I do try to tilt as little as possible. Like I said, I like to work with what, quote unquote, I get from the poor gods. Sometimes that's stuff I like, and sometimes it's not. But tonight, on this pour, I'm really kind of liking it. As digging it. Can you dig it? Ah, there's some green. I knew there had to be some green somewhere. Trying to cover the edge here. It wants to run off this edge right now. It's because I got it pretty, paint was thin in the beginning. Like I said, this is easier to cover, the solid color. Yes, take my titanium. It's when I have to mix colors. Although every one of these colors that I used tonight are custom mixed. I did not use anything right out of the tube. Well, take that back, other than phthalo green or phthalo blue. I think I want something here, but now let's see if I can find the right green. Here we go. Yeah, bring that out of here like this. Right out here like that. I'm going to bring a little more of it down off of here. That way. And try and break some of this up here. Because I like my magenta color running right through here, and that's it. Pulls it through here. It's got a few places popped up in the sides, but I'm not gonna, I don't think I'm gonna accent it. I'm gonna use accent of this green. Coming this way and out. But I hope everyone's having a good evening as I play here a little more. Get the torch out again. Partly why I'm doing this is it looks like there's quite a few bubbles in my paint. Not cells coming up, but bubbles. Which that paint that's got the bubbles had been sitting for a good couple hours. This torch, my good torch bit the dust the other day. So I've had to use just this little one. Don't want to set this in any of these if I can help it. Here we go. Trying to preserve some of these here if I can. Because I'd love to have them for skins and stuff. Which reminds me, let's torch it a little. Or macros or whatever I end up getting out of it. Nothing, I'll work on that. Even make some skins later. This is going to continue, this is going to continue to develop, and I'm going to love it. I already love it, but shoot. In just a minute or two here, I'm going to pause the video because I have yet to be able to do it without making myself dizzy when I watch the video. And so I discovered if I pause it and take you out of the stand. It works best for me. Oh, love. I don't know. I just wish we could do something. I could do something with these, my cups. I mean, even the sides are gorgeous, but have yet to figure out anything to do with those. Like I said, this freezer paper is kind of cool. I'm not going to take this into the drying rack. I'll take a chance of another bug tonight. Oh, oh. I was watching these begin to develop little tiny cells. I thought, let's just heat it up just a tad to see if that helps. And it did. Little cells burst forth. We're talking microcells. These are tiny, but they're cool. Hopefully they'll continue to grow. This got some really neat activity, and motion and movement, and just hope it doesn't continue moving a whole lot. So, I'm going to pause now, and I'll take you down. I'll move a few pots of paint after I top pause you, so they're kind of out of the way, and you'll be able to see things better. Okay, got you down. Here you go. Look up in there, all those tiny little cells. I love that section. Then you're coming down here. And right here, whoops, here is some really cool stuff. I think this is kind of different, the little waves in there. You come on over here, and these weren't here at all, or just a little bit ago. And when I went, oh wow, earlier, that's one of the last torches I did, those little bubbles, I shouldn't say bubbles, those little cells popped up. And in fact, those right there are new. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens overnight as it continues to develop and grow. I'm going to torch it again on down here in the corner. Looks like there's bubbles. Right there is a bird. That's pretty cool. Well, everyone, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day, night, morning, whatever you've got going at this point as you're watching this. If you enjoyed it, please click like. I would appreciate it. And even if you want to subscribe, because I will be putting more videos out. You have a wonderful evening again, and this will be the last one for the night. Good night.